What's up, guys? So, how do we live a life of meaning? How do we do that? The problem of survival has been solved by civilization. What we really struggle with is meaning. What does it mean to be a human being? How do we go about this life? How do we continue moving forward when you know that in the end, does it really even matter what you did? We're just conscious beings that are aware of our existence, and we know the inevitable end ends in death, right? So, knowing that should allow you to blissfully move along life, to enjoy it to the fullest, because in the end, it is your choice to either enjoy this as much as possible or to make it a living hell for yourself. And it's really about getting out of your own way. But see, here's the thing. We've always, as human beings, only up until recently, relatively, that we've struggled with survival. For example, if you got exiled from your city or your tribe, that was basically guaranteed death because there is no way you would survive in the wild. Either bandits would kill you, or wolves, or a fucking bear would come and get you. So the fact that we live in this social society, and whenever we feel that we're being rejected by our peers, that is literally death to us because it is so heavily ingrained to us as a cultural species, you know? But now we have to teach ourselves that, hey, that's not going to kill me if I, make a fool of myself, or if I put myself out there and I fail, because I'm still here, right? And you're still here. And so logically, we know that it's okay to fail, but experientially, ingrained in our DNA, it's actually death. So how do you move forward, right? How do we digest that, right? So what that means is that you have to practice it, right? It's a practice. It's a skill. It's something you just have to go and try and do. So what do? You basically get out of your comfort zone a little bit, right? That's what you have to do. Get out of your comfort zone. What is the next step? What is the next step towards what you want to do that's a bit uncomfortable? What is it? Right? I want to lose some weight. Well, you could read all the books about it. You could read, everything. You could watch all the YouTube videos on it, but it's not until you get your ass to the gym. It's not until you go for a damn walk. That's when it's actually going to happen. And guess what? It's a little bit uncomfortable, right? And so this leads us to the law of polarity and why it's so important. Because the law of polarity perfectly tells us why you need to have some struggle in your life. And the more you can be under tension, the better off you're going to be. The more you can stretch that arrow, the more you can stretch, the more you can be under tension, under pressure, the more you're going to grow. So if, for example, you have this goal, right, of in the next 6 months to lose some weight, and you start doing it every day under pressure, you're doing it, you're getting up early, you're getting after it, right? You're getting uncomfortable, you're digging deep. Well, in 6 months' time, you're going to look like a fucking god or a goddess. And guess what? Are you going to actually stop working out at 6 months? No. Your identity has changed. You lived on the edge long enough. You put yourself under pressure long enough to know that you are going to be fine. And all you have to do is continue pushing the envelope. See, pushing the envelope is the skill. The skill is not the working out. The skill is not the actual technical ability, which it is, but fundamentally, as something that's going to translate to all areas of your life, is the skill of pushing the envelope. You continue to push the envelope on one thing, you're going to understand how to do that because you understand your mind. And you understand that if you pushed in one area, you're going to be able to push it in the other area. And see, where the real magic lies in life is in the edges. And I never understood that. What does it mean to live on the edge? What does it mean? Winners play on the edges. And everybody else is playing in the middle. And so what does that mean? It means they polarize things. They polarize themselves. They get uncomfortable. They push it. They go to the edge and find out what is there. And they say, can I continue moving forward? Can I continue drawing the line of sand another step forward? And that's the law of polarity. So, by understanding that polarity is so important in our lives, we need contrast. We really don't desire to just have this stable, comfortable life because our mind will start making up problems if you don't give it problems to solve. That's why fitness is so important. It's so amazing because it ties the mind and the body together and it occupies it for a certain period of time under stress. And then when you get through that 1 hour, get through that run, you feel amazing, right? The mind just like releases endorphins and dopamine because it says, whoa, man, you just put me under stress. I need to feed the body with, some pain relief. And then you feel amazing. And that's rewarding. And then you do it again and you push even harder because you love the way that felt. And that's the same for business. That's the same for school. That's the same for basically anything you do and anything you try to achieve, for art, for music. You put yourself under pressure, under tension. You use your mind, you use your brain, right? You put yourself in a different state of energy than you were before. And then when you come back down, you say, whoa, I want to go back there again. I want to reach that place again. And I can definitely relate to this because every time I work out or every time I work on music or I'm working on something that I want to get better at, I'm diving into the unknown, which means I'm polarizing myself. I'm polarizing the situation. I'm moving from one place, from one extreme to another. But then you can't stay there in that place of tension too long. And then you come back and you say, whoa, I got to go back there again. And I think the people who are best at that, at just continuing to push and push and push, are the people who live the most fulfilled lives, who live the life most filled with meaning. Because that is our human existence. Our human existence to just live at the fullest, and that comes by absorbing all the emotions, the entire emotional spectrum, because there is no happiness without sadness. There is no satisfaction without struggle. They're one and the same. They're two sides of the same coin. That is the law of attraction. I mean, the law of polarity, not the law of attraction, it's the law of polarity. You have to have both. So at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, what movie am I writing for myself? Am I in a movie? Would I watch my movie? I think that's a great question to ask. Would I watch my movie? I just moved to this city. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh my God, I just quit my job. I just started this new project, this new business. I just got a new dog. You know what I mean? It's fun. There's a struggle. There's a reason why we do things that we do. We know we're going to struggle, right? But there's enjoyment out of that struggle. That's what's interesting about us human beings. It's the law of polarity that's so essential to us. And the more we understand that, and the more we digest that, the more fulfilled we're going to be. So that's the law of polarity, you guys. That's the way that I understand it and the way that I apply it in my life. Hope this helped you. Hope you got something out of it. I fucking love the shit out of you. Alright? Like and subscribe, please. Just starting this new channel, spewing my thoughts into the world. I hope this helped you. Alright? Peace and love, my friend.